Hey everyone, I'm Scott Cunningham, aka Scottsy Business. Today I'm here with Andrew, but a lot of you know him better as Andrarchy, the head of communications from Steem. And he's going to address something really interesting. So recently, Facebook announced that they're going to be coming out with a blockchain and a cryptocurrency called Libra. And, you know, given that Steem and Steemit have been at the forefront of social media for the blockchain, I wanted to jump on here with him and hear what they have to say from Steemit regarding this. So, take it away.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. It's great to be here. And this is a day that we always knew was coming. From the moment we launched Steem and Steemit.com over 3 years ago, the number one question we would always get is, well, aside from what's this cryptocurrency stuff and why is anybody going to want it? The second one was, what if Facebook comes in here and, tries to eat your lunch? And I'll say now what I said all along, which is that this would be a huge validation for blockchain and cryptocurrency technology. And that's really what we're about. We want to mainstream this amazing technology that we know is incredibly disruptive. And this is Facebook validating what we thought, what motivated us all along. But for us, we got into blockchain. What we wanted to do was use this decentralized, open technology to empower content creators. And actually, what Facebook announced didn't actually have anything to do with social media or empowering users or protecting their data. They specifically said the tagline on the Libra site is that they want to create a global currency and a financial framework or something. They want to be at the root of the future of finances and money, clearly. And they disclosed this system where they're going to partner with a bunch of other massive corporations and literally act as a central bank. They're going to have a basket of assets, and they're going to buy and sell those assets to stabilize the price of their currency, which they want to be the future of the global economy. And it's like, these are people like, are you super happy with how they've managed your private information? Are you super, is this really something people wanted? They were like, Facebook doesn't have enough control over my data. They need to have control over my currency too. So like, these really are very different things. And Steem is really about empowering users, turning them into stakeholders, right? It's a decentralized, open, immutable database that has zero barriers to entry, where anyone, anywhere, all over the world can submit content to it, can earn stake in the form of cryptocurrency rewards, and either cash that out and get real money for it, or actually use it to influence the development of the protocol, becoming stakeholders in the very technology itself, as opposed to Facebook's solution, which is to have giant, enormous corporations that are larger than $1 billion in market capitalization and willing to pay $10 million into their organization to be a part of it. It's like Steem is the opposite of that. So it's really going to come down to, and by the way, their currency is nearly feeless, which is an interesting terminology. It means it's got fees, whereas cryptocurrencies on Steem have zero fees. They move in 3 seconds. You've got the Steem dollar if you want a stable coin, and it's decentralized. Right? There is no central bank. There are no people pulling the strings on that technology. If you want your earnings to be in the form of something that can't really go down too much, but the problem is it can't really go up, and it doesn't have any influence. The vast majority of tokens on Steem are the Steem token, which is what people use to vote for witnesses, to influence how the technology evolves. That's what we mean by stakeholders, and anyone can become a stakeholder. And so what Steem is really about is building an online community of people all over the world. We've got over 1 million users. The Steem blockchain is distributed around $100 million worth of rewards, which is the same stake token that people use to influence the development of the technology itself. Right, so we've got this huge community. It's really about people. Like, we trust people. We believe in people. that's why we believe in decentralization. We believe that people should retain control over their information. Blockchains are very good at that. We believe that that information should be kept very safe. Blockchains are very good at that. And we want to empower them to influence the technologies that they're using by rewarding them in stake. And Facebook's Libra doesn't do any of that. So on the one hand, we're super excited to see that Facebook is getting into this game and showing that this stuff isn't going anywhere. And we also think it's great. It shows that they're afraid of it, that they know that this technology is coming, that's incredibly disruptive, and that they're trying to figure out ways to use it, but to use it to benefit themselves, to benefit their shareholders, and to benefit a small number of massive corporations. Whereas Steem is all about bottom up. It's all about rewarding stakeholders, rewarding little people, enabling anyone to be a part of this movement. And so it's really up to you all. You know, if you want a future where Facebook rules the global currency and financial system, you know, by all means, get excited about Libra. But, you know, if you want to be part of the future of social media, if you want to be a stakeholder in a technology that seeks to empower individuals to retain control over their information, then you should check out the Steem blockchain and steemit.com. I think we've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up.
Awesome. That's really awesome. And I totally agree. It feels like Facebook is desperately trying to involve itself, but they're sort of late to the party. But ideally, we can benefit from all the awareness. So thank you so much for jumping on and giving, you know, the 2 cents from Steemit in regards to, you know, what's going on with Facebook. I'm going to be covering this a little bit more in depthly, you know, explaining what Facebook is trying to do, and just diving into the Libra blockchain a little bit more, maybe doing some comparisons between that and Steem and the Steem dollar. And yeah, you'll see that very soon. Thank you again so much for coming on. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers.